My name is Mike Sullivan. I'm a former IRS agent and teaching instructor with the IRS. Welcome to my YouTube station. It's the home of the 5 minute or less video YouTube. Anyway, I worked at IRS for a decade. I've been in private practice for 4 decades. I have been doing this 50 years. I am a national expert in IRS resolution matter. And you should listen to me because a lot of the other stuff you hear out there is a bunch of crap. My office has over 250 years of direct IRS work experience. That means working with IRS, working for IRS, not to say how long we've been in private practice. So I have been on the national news many times. You can see my videos and my team, which is most important, at 777irs.com. Anyway, I'm going to talk to you today about the IRS financial statement. I have filled out that 433A, 433B, 433F, 433A, OIC many more times than I wish to ever see. I see that form in my sleep, and I want to caution you, if you're filling that form out for the Internal Revenue Service, for the Service Center, for the Revenue Officer, for the Offer Group, whoever you're filling that out for, here's a big tip. As a revenue officer, I look for the stink. I look at the financial statement and I look to see what doesn't make sense. It almost draws me like the most powerful magnet in the world. And when you've looked at thousands and thousands of financial statements like IRS agents do, they know what's normal, they know what's not normal, and they go right to the area where the stink is. Maybe something doesn't make sense. For instance, this. You fill out a financial statement and there's no way that financial statement can be accurate. Some people have losses. Some people have you look at their income and expense analysis and you know just something's wrong. You have a copy of the bank statement, you see the income, you see the expense, you may see what you have in your business, and boom, that whole case blows up. And now you're going to force IRS to do a really deep dive where the stink is. So what I'm saying is make sure your financial statement is really smooth. Make sure it makes sense. Let someone else look at it, because when you give it to the agent, they're going to zero in exactly what doesn't make sense. Most people, they don't have enough income to support their expenses, or their expenses are just so out of this world that the IRS isn't going to believe them. But I am just telling you, whatever is on your financial statement, have someone look at it. If it's out of balance, and most of the time what happens, people do not have the income to pay the expenses, but they're making the expenses. Some of you put your credit cards down and there's no way they balance with the income and expenses. Here's what needs to make sense. When you go to page 4, on your financial statement, if it's a 433A, you have to have enough income. Listen to me. You have to have enough income in to cover your expenses. If you don't have enough income to cover your expenses, this is just one area. You need then to show you're getting a loan, you're getting support from other people, so it balances out. At the end of the day, it has to look nice and smooth. It has to look like silk. And here's the big thing. If there's an obvious stink on your financial statement, explain it so the IRS agent looking at it knows it's out of balance, and here's the reason. Just let me give you one for instance. So I've looked at a financial statement where it costs someone $7,000 a month to live, and they put $5,000 worth of income. Okay, so they're $2,000 short on everything, and they turn that financial statement into me to give the IRS. What do you think the IRS is going to say? Where in the hell, how the hell are you paying your bills? So I asked the person says, well, I'm getting money from my uncle. Okay, so we put a statement on there and we put the person's name on there that you're borrowing money from a person to pay your living expense. Most of the financial statements that are out of balance are all on the income and expense side. That's what you have to smooth out. Do not give IRS a financial statement that is out of balance, because they're going to drill you and they may find other stink areas. So be real careful. Make sure you smooth that out. If you need representation, you only call someone who's wearing a red shirt. Give me a subscription if you would. I know what I'm doing. Thank you.